Nope. I keep getting the wrong screen. Oh, it's got to be this one. Not paying attention to what it's saying on the bottom of those screens. Okay. So the first thing they want right now is we're supposed to graph it, right? I think that's the very first step. So if you look, and sometimes you can click on this enlarge graph over here. I did that earlier though, and then I graphed it on the screen that pops up on top, and then I accidentally closed out of it and I had to do it all over again. So I'm gonna just stick to doing it on this one over here. If you scroll down, you got to pick the right tool first. What kind of a graph do we have because of our x squared minus 3x minus 18? A parabola. So I got to get this parabola tool. Now I got to come over here and like set some points. The first point you usually set on the parabola tool is the vertex. So the question would be how we're going to figure out what the vertex is from this. Do you have any method that you kind of remember doing from before? Anybody else? So there's this negative 2a over b thing if you learned that. Some people maybe didn't learn that. Oh shoot, I think there's a tool in here that lets me just annotate on the screen. It's not there. Oh well. Oh, okay, fine. Leave me alone. They won't be able to see this, but so negative b over 2a. This gives you the x value of your vertex. So if I went in here and I did negative b, b's negative 3, right? So then if I do a positive 3 there, 2a, a, so it's going to be at 1.5 for the x. So if I went over here, but then how do I find the y value that goes with it? You plug it in. So at that point, I'm going to grab a calculator because my brain isn't going to work that hard. So if I put in 1.5 and square it, right? 1.5 squared minus 3 times in parentheses, I'll just put it in there like that, minus 18. Assuming I did that all right, I got like a negative 20.25. So let's see, let me get out of this screen. I don't want to be in that screen either. I want to be in this one. So I think we already selected the parabola tool. Let's see if I'm still on it down there. Uh-oh, now I got my point in the wrong spot. Get that off there. I need the parabola tool. I think we said 1.5, negative 20.25. Someplace right in here, maybe? Well, it jumped over. I didn't really want it. And then, what's my y-intercept? Negative 18. So maybe there. I don't know if that first point was quite accurate enough, but we'll see. Nope. My next step is I'm just going to verify that we're at least in the ballpark here by checking the equation on this graphing calculator that's in my hands. See if I'm seeing a graph that looks like it's what we had, but just the accuracy isn't. Yeah, it does look. It looks pretty close. All don't know if you can see that from there. If you want, I can put it on, but that's pretty close. I think it's just the accuracy that we had in here. So now it makes me feel like I do want to maybe try this enlarged graph so I can graph it a little more accurate. Click a line or a point to select it. So this 1.5 would be, so I wanted that to be my vertex. And I want that to be, I just don't feel like it's letting me get it as close as I would like. That -8, 15, 16, 7, that y-intercept is good. But I don't feel like this, whoa, that's 22.5 is what I said, I think, 20.25? What did I say? -20.25. So now this is too low for my vertex. I don't think it's giving me a vertex right here, right now. I don't like how this feels like it is working here. That looks like it might be down at a -20.25. It's a little below the line. I don't know if you guys can make that out from where you are. I'm willing to, oh, that's what I didn't do when I did it. I didn't click that save button, so it kept my picture. I lost it. I think it goes a little bit below right there, and that looks like about 1.5, assuming this axis is going by ones. So let's check that. Whew. So just using the tool and getting accurate enough there. And then the second part of the question, solve the inequality. So what were we being asked? Where is the parabola above 0? So that would be the arms, right? Where they are above. So this looks like -3 to the left to -infinity and 6 to the right to infinity. And they say type an inequality or compound. So I think I said -3. I would like to do it like this. Or separate by a comma. Is that the two answers we said? And did it have an equal to on the inequality? Because if it did, we'd put an equal to down here, but it doesn't. Since there's no equal to, when it's at 0, that is not greater than 0, so we would not include the endpoint. All right, the moment of truth. Whoop, whoop. That was the whole problem? Is that?
Yeah.
The graphing was, well, how do you use the graphing tool thing?
Yeah, I'm just not good at graphing and stuff. I can give the answer.
Yeah.
But
So, and then how do we even get that parabola? So you really just have to set those points. As long as you get them down in the fairly accurate, you should be all right. I was going to use the x-intercepts and factor this thing. Because I think it's x minus 6 and x plus 3. Minus 6 plus 3, wouldn't that multiply to -18? A minus 6 and a plus 3. And then if you take the minus 6 plus 3, does that add up to the -3 in the middle? So I think it would have factored like that as well. All right. Someplace in here, I'm supposed to be able to write on the screen and it'll record it, but I do not see that now wherever it was. Maybe it's, oh, right there. That's what I wanted. All right, well,